Hey guys, CD from AK3R here, chatting. Hey. I was going to make this part 2 of episode 21, but I'll just make this a whole separate video because this is an issue that needs to be addressed. YG needs to get his act together. And I think all the fans out there need to realize that YG is not as all cracked up as it is. YG is not as cracked up as you think it is. You know, people like to hype up YG, saying that they're the best company, they treat their artists so well, they give them all this freedom, they can do whatever you want under YG, you're considered a human. But as the post I saw earlier stated, people are leaving SM Entertainment because they're being overworked. People are leaving YG because they're not being given enough work. You know, and I saw this Tumblr post that really put everything I really want to say into home. I hope this is a wake-up call for YG. You cannot keep putting your artists in the dungeons. They are people. They have wants. They want to make and release music. They want to do normal things that other idols do, like music broadcasts and variety shows and interviews and such. For those of you who do not know, YG does not promote that much. Got you guys. Out of the big three, I see YG artists the least on variety shows and music broadcasts and doing interviews and such. You know, and beforehand, I know he's changed this recently, but YG used to only mainly promote his artists on SBS and Mnet. Those are the only two places he would really promote his artist. He's gotten better, but those are mainly the two places he promotes. And you don't see that many collaborations between YG and other artists and other artists from other labels. It's happened, but you don't see it as much. You don't see it as much. You know, the person continues on to say, Winner, Akmu, and Lehigh have already spoken out publicly against you and your promotional methods. Can you not see? Can you not see that what you are doing hurts your artists? Can you not see that their popularity drops and people move on from them? What's the point of giving an amazing debut if you hide them and never let them see the light? I don't know how many times I have to say this, but just because that an artist is on a long hiatus does not mean that they're going to release good quality music. In YG's case, a long hiatus sometimes it means that they're being ignored. That they're being ignored. Lehigh and Akmu, specifically Akmu has been working on their music. Akmu has been ready to go. YG just hasn't given them the green light. They have been ready. They've been ready for I don't know how long, and they just haven't been given the green light. They're being ignored. I mean, I don't think anybody realizes that Lehigh got moved to another label. When she came as runner-up on Kpop Stars, Jimin picked JYP, Lehigh picked YG. And she got moved to a different label to manage her comeback. Yes, Tableau is still under YG, and that whole label is still technically under YG, but it's still a separate music company. And the company you signed up for isn't even gonna help you work on your new album. Lehigh's latest album was produced by Tableau and his team, and the team that he has Lehigh working with, and Junghyun from SHINee, not YG. YG didn't even know that Junghyun wrote the songs. This person continues on. You're hurting yourself, but mostly you're hurting your artist mentally. Seunghoon, who I'm guessing is from Winner, said that he lost the will to perform on stage during their hiatus. And this is the boy who yearns to perform on stage and wanted to be in YG so badly. Why would Lehigh and Winner say to avoid YG for future trainees? Where is your fucking new girl group? I can't even imagine how they feel, and you've already lost several members of the original lineup. In the end, you're shooting yourself in the foot, YG, and you're hurting your artist mentally. I mean, let's be real here. That's basically the reason why Mitzi's leaving. I mean, you can argue with it, but there really is no other reason why Mitzi would be leaving. You can say, oh, she just wants to do other stuff, but Mitzi hasn't done anything. She basically got ignored. And I've heard I don't know if this is true, but I've heard reports from people close to Mitzi that's confirmed that this is basically why she's leaving, because she's being ignored. She's not being given the time of day. All the attention is being given to CL. Not saying that Mitzi and CL have beef. They don't have beef. It's just that the company is ignoring Mitzi. That they're ignoring her, basically. And it's sad. It's really sad. It is really sad. YG needs to get his act together. I'm going to say this point blank. You know, I hear all this talk. There's all this talk from YG, but there's no results. I do not get good, I don't see the fruits of all the labor that you say you're putting into. I don't like Winner and Icon, but it made me really angry to hear that Winner and Icon submitted over 100 songs to YG and none of them got approved. How on earth do you submit 100 songs and not one get approved? And like, and it's still odd because he sticks to one. I feel like why, like, you know how some companies have, you know, some music labels are focused on a specific genre. You know, YG is known as the hip hop label, but as JV and JV Entertainment has said, nothing he's put out has been really hip hoppy as of late. I mean, really, it's more like pop ballads with some hip hop influence than it is purely hip hop. You know, Akmu and Lehigh aren't hip hop either. Akmu and Lehigh are a completely separate genre from hip hop, and YG's ignoring them. First thing first, I think another thing, he needs to really expand on his musicality. I see more diversity from SM and JYP, and YG used to be known as the unique. They used to be known as unique and creative. Nothing they've been putting out have been unique and creative lately. It's just mostly the same thing. I mean, really, nothing. I can go on and on about this, but I just think, you know, YG needs to be given the hard reality. I can remember back in 2014 when Shane from Shane's K-pop videos made a video saying that YG had surpassed SM Entertainment in stocks, thus making YG the #1 company in K-pop. But have they been acting like it, you guys? Have they? How is it that SM and JYP, almost every single one of their artists, had a comeback? Some had 2 in 2015 alone. And why we didn't even get half of YG's artist lineup. YG has lost some good artists they had no business losing. YG had no business losing Seven. He had no business losing Gummy. He had no business losing a good amount of the hip hop artists who've left the label. He had no business losing Mitzi. No business at all. He had no business losing Lee Michelle, but it's whatever. I can go on and on. I just think that he needs to stop being so biased to a specific artist. You know, there's more to YG than Big Bang. There's more to the veteran artists than there's Big Bang. There's people who've been in YG longer than Big Bang. There's more to the rookie artists than Icon. Okay, I would throw Winner in there, but Winner got screwed over too. This is coming from someone who hates Icon and Winner. You know, Winner got screwed over. And yeah, in some cases, Icon got screwed over too, but what can you do at this point? You know, YG just needs to get his act together and change really quick, because he's not. Let's be real, guys. If you look at the stocks, SM has been leading. You know, there's some days where YG gets up there, but SM has been kicking ass this year, and JYP is coming close behind. So that's all I have. Sorry about that. I hope this is a wake-up call to all the fans out there, both older generation and the newer generation of fans. That the K-pop business is a lot more complicated than we think. You know, if you look at all the top girl groups out there today, a lot of them have lost their original lineups or they've disbanded. Wonder Girls has had member changes, a lot of member changes. Kara is disbanded. Girls' Generation lost Jessica. FX lost Sully. 21 just lost Mitzi. Tiara has been through hell and back. After School just lost their last original member. Sistar is good, thankfully, and Brown Eyed Girls are good, thankfully. There's a lot more that I haven't mentioned, but you know, we can just hope that they'll turn out well. And I just want people to remember that even though they've had these lineup changes and some of them have disbanded, I don't want people to think that they can just that their accomplishments aren't worth acknowledging, you know, because yes, they may not be as popular amongst the newer generation of fans, but these are the groups that help make K-pop the global sensation that they are. You know, you can easily say that their last comeback was a flop and this and that, and you don't really know them and their music isn't really relevant to you, but these are some of the girl groups who helped make K-pop the big sensation that it is. And I think everyone out there, if you don't know any of these artists, instead of educate yourself. I don't mean that in a rude way. Go out, look them up, look at their music, educate yourself. See, when someone tells me that this group is huge, instead of questioning them and attacking them, research their accomplishments, research their successes, figure out why is it that people are calling these groups the big success that they are. You know, you can easily say, oh, this new group recently broke the record for the most music shows for the most music show wins in history. But let's be real, you guys. If it wasn't for the artists that came before them, that wouldn't be possible. A-Pink would have never had the record if Girls' Generation hadn't said it. G-Friend would have never broke the record if Girls' Generation hadn't said it and A-Pink hadn't broke it. You know, K-pop these days is different. You know, it's a lot easier for a group to come out with a new song, and next thing you know, they have an American tour, versus years ago, the only group you would see doing a full-fledged American tour was Wonder Girls, and maybe some SM Town promotions here and there. But I just want people to remember that this genre is a lot deeper than you think, it's a lot more complicated than you think. It's better to educate yourselves instead of just jumping on the bandwagon, you guys. Because I'm telling you, some people think I might be taking this too seriously, but if you are passionate about music and you love music, educate yourselves and be tolerant of people. This is a very big genre full of many different types of people, many different artists of many different styles. Get out there, learn about these artists, give every song a chance, give every group a chance. You know? Just saying. Anyways, you guys, I'm CD from AK3R. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Shout out to all my co-hosts featured on this channel, past, present, and future. I'm CD. Goodbye, you guys.